It's been a while, everyone. I'm Ryan X1000, and my childhood has been ruined. Look, this was probably one of my favorite franchises when I was growing up, right? I saw all the three main movies. I watched Defenders of Burke every day after school, but I never expected for them to even go this far of making a live action of like my one of my favorite childhood movies of all time. Just I Man, I am kind of disappointed because it doesn't look any different from the original. And what I mean by that is like they didn't show us any original scenes. And I was honestly thinking when I first heard about the live action was the fact that if it's just strictly one to one and nothing else, that's pretty disappointing, you know? I really thought they would add a little more. From what we saw in the trailers, it's going to play the same exact way, nothing new, really. Just no new scenes whatsoever. Everything just looks exactly the same. Like it. Well, you could probably just tell from how I'm speaking that I'm not seeing this. They're not getting my money for this. And I was such a big fan of this franchise when I was growing up. I mean, I didn't watch all the cartoons that came out for it. I watched Defenders of Burke, not Race to the Edge or whatever, but still, I liked what I watched. And I enjoyed everything that they had to offer. Well, for the most part, there was like a new cartoon that took place like years after the last movie, which, yikes. But this really didn't need to happen. Who asked for this? Who asked for this? And one thing I just, boy. It's kind of weird that they kept almost everyone similar except for Astrid. Like, come on, man. Like, I know what they're trying to do here. We all know what they're trying to do. But it's just lazy. Like, I mean, it's not the fact that that the actress is black, it's the fact that they're just trying to... It's any race swap at all is just lazy. Like, doesn't that feel great for the minorities that the only characters they get are race-swapped characters and that's all they get in fiction? That's real nice, right? They're really getting just the seconds here, which they're getting the leftovers, and that kind of sucks. Like, okay, like why can't characters just be faithful? And I'm gonna show a screenshot real quick from the trailer, and I'm gonna go over it real quick. I apologize for the low quality, but just bear with me on this one, okay? It's okay to have characters be slightly different. That's okay, as long as they still look familiar. Like, I can look right here, and I can point out who Snotlout is. And I can point out who Toughnut is. But then we look at Astrid and Roughnut, and I'm like, okay, they have little to no resemblance to the characters at all. Like, come on, dude. Like, if you want to make it slightly different, sure, but they should still look familiar. And another thing is, how is this movie going to stand out from the previous one, besides from it having, ray tracing has just been turned on? That's basically what this is. The ray tracing was turned on, that was it. How else could they have made it a little bit different? Because here's the thing, if there are no unique scenes that take place only in this live action version, then it's not worth watching. And in fact, if they really do want to have more racially diverse characters, why couldn't they just write a slightly different version of the story that actually introduces a new character who could be racially diverse, right? Make an original character instead of race swapping pre-existing characters that people know and love. But no, that would be too much work. Just get the original script and then just put a new coat of paint on it and then call it a day. That's really what they're doing here. And it really does suck. They really shouldn't have touched this movie. They shouldn't. Who's gonna watch it beyond the trailer? Most of the viewers are probably going to pirate it and not even give this movie any money. And what sucks even more is that I thought we were already done. I thought we were about to move on from the live-action remakes and the lazy race swapping instead of making new original media to make things more racially diverse. Because, look, diversity, it's not a bad thing. It really isn't. But race swapping is like the laziest way to go. It's just not a good look. And I thought we were past that, but nope, we're still there. We're still getting these live action remakes. It really sucks to see. Let me know what y'all think about this movie and how you predict it's going to fare at the box office when it finally comes out in the summer. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I think this is probably gonna be one of the biggest blunders that Universal slash DreamWorks is gonna put out. There's no doubt in my mind. This is going to be an absolute flop. I don't think anyone's gonna want to watch this, or at least not enough to make back any profit. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming back to this video. I'm glad to make another video again. Hopefully I can get back into the swing of things, of making more discussion videos. I do have some stuff that I have planned of talking about, even though it's already getting pretty late on some news bits that I want to talk about, but hopefully, I can get to them soon enough. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and stay awesome.